Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's base growing more disappointed. As the administration continues to throw out every distraction they can, and Trump's congressional allies try to completely avoid the issue, the social media influencers that in many ways helped build the MAGA movement are not biting. The big move that was supposed to placate the base almost seems to have backfired. It looks like the Trump team hoped that unsealing grand jury testimony might help calm the waters. But the base almost immediately seemed to understand that the disclosures would be limited and wouldn't give them the access they wanted. Now that it turns out DOJ had a normal hiccup in their filing, that's being seen as proof that Trump doesn't actually want the information out. The judge overseeing the potential disclosures said, quote, "The court cannot rule on the motion without additional submissions." In real life, this type of hiccup is normal. To Trump's conspiracy-minded base, it's a sign of something nefarious. When it became apparent that the unsealing wasn't going to squash the Epstein-related revolt, the DOJ indicated that they would talk to Maxwell, one of Epstein's associates. Some of Trump's closest allies and people who are beyond reproach in the MAGAverse are even casting skepticism on that. Quote, "Today's statement by Pam Bondi seems like a massive cope. Why wasn't this interview with Ghislaine Maxwell done on day one?" Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is one of the few GOP members of Congress I think actually believes a lot of the theories, said, quote, "The base will turn and there's no going back. Dangling bits of red meat no longer satisfies. They want the whole steak dinner and will accept nothing else." She has a few notable allies like Massey, but most of the Republicans in Congress are very wary about upsetting Trump, who has started referring to the Epstein case as a witch hunt. He described it as, quote, "just a continuation of the witch hunt." Meanwhile, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson is continuing to jump back and forth on his position. Earlier this month, he called for transparency, but now has said he won't be lectured on transparency. This reaction from D.C. has even some of the most notable skeptics of conspiracy theories raising their eyebrows. They don't believe the Wilder claims, but there's a growing sentiment even on the skeptic side that Washington's political machine generally doesn't react this way to a nothing burger. And Trump suggesting it was a witch hunt was definitely a turning point for many observers. Republicans shutting down work and leaving a day early for the lengthy recess is unlikely to squash this discussion or the growing feeling within MAGA that they've been played by the billionaire they believed was anti-establishment. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.